ABC7 I-Team continuing our extensive reporting exposing suspect lab tests used in marijuana driving under the influence cases. Many DUI cases were charged based on one lab's blood test results that may have been inaccurate. Since the I-Team's reporting, more than a dozen criminal cases have already been dropped. Now the university behind that lab has released a new report investigating what went wrong. But some argue that report offers few answers. Following revelations of flawed testing for THC in humans, mainly for DUI cases in the Chicagoland area, University of Illinois Chicago hired a high-powered law firm for an internal investigation into faulty testing at the lab that has potentially jeopardized more than 1,000 cannabis DUI cases in the Chicago metro area. Defense attorney Don Ramsell represents clients charged with cannabis DUI.
The University of Illinois hired a law firm to represent them and, in my opinion, to fend off 2,000 lawsuits that they would be facing otherwise.
The report concludes UIC's Analytical Forensic Testing Laboratory should have modified its methodologies to distinguish between two related forms of THC, but goes on to say, nevertheless, the reliability of results may be confirmed on a case-by-case basis, something Ramsell does not believe is true.
Now that the lab's been closed for over a year, that means every sample is incapable of being retested, despite what some lawyer might write in a position paper.
This was unusual, I think, though, because the report really took pains to say that although errors were made and although things were not done that should have been done, it doesn't necessarily mean that all tests were wrong from the get-go.
ABC7 chief legal analyst Gil Sofer says the results of the law firm's analysis don't absolve UIC's lab of wrongdoing, with a key figure at the former lab declining interviews by the investigative team.
First, will there be a criminal penalty here? Will someone be found to have deliberately misled somebody else? Unclear from this report. It didn't find that someone had misled, but it also doesn't rule out that possibility, and I could see further inquiry there. The other question is, could somebody, the lab, be held liable in negligence for what happened here?
Ramsell says with so many unanswered questions,
to suggest that you have completed the investigation, I think, is laughable.
Now, UIC declined to talk to the I-Team about the report. Cook County State's Attorney's Office says it will continue to review any cases that may have been affected by faulty testing. DuPage County State's Attorney, that already dismissed 19 cases involving UIC lab testing, declined to comment.